Alright, today I put the battery back in and I wanted to try getting it running again. So I just started turning it over quite a bit and it instantly flooded. So what I did is drain both the bowls and turn off the gas and then try starting it again with no gas in the carb or no gas in the bowls of the carb. And then it actually putted up and started wanting to catch there quite a bit. It started for a second and then it ran out of gas. Whenever I turn on the gas, it instantly floods. So obviously there's something wrong in the car. Maybe a float's stuck and it's just giving it too much gas. But I'm going to take them apart here and I'll show you guys inside the carb and hopefully we can find a problem. Alright, so here are the carburetors out of my kz750. I'm going to take off the bottom, the bowls there. And I'm going to take off the tops and slip out whatever I can, take out the jets, make sure the floats are free, stuff like that. I'm just going to go over it a little bit here. These are your butterfly valves inside of there. So when you pull the throttle here, if that goes up, those butterfly valves would move with it. There's a little tiny pinhole right inside of there that's coming down from that screw right there. That's your air fuel mixture, so you can put that in or out to change it. Over here you got your idle adjustment screw. That just goes around to your throttle and pushes it so it stays open or closed more. And then if you look on the side here, you got your choke. That just pulls it, gives it more of what she needs. And I'm going to take off the tops also, make sure that everything's sliding good. It does look good. I can move your butterflies open for you. There you go. And it's kind of cool because it's usually there's butterflies here, but it looks like it almost has barrels in the back, like a barrel carb, but it doesn't. If air rushes in this crack here, these guys shoot up. I would, but can't do it while I'm filming. So I'll take it apart and show you guys the insides and tell you if I find anything. Alright, so I just took off the bottom of the carbs here. Here are your floats. If you look inside of here, if I can get it to focus, there you go. These are your two jets. You got your idler jet there, and you take off this guy here, and usually there's that still is a jet, but usually I can stick a flathead screwdriver on there and take it out. These you can't. But I noticed that little dot there is lined up with that slot. And then if you can see inside of there, there's a pin directly in the middle of that hole. On the other side, that one's not lined up and the pin's kind of crooked. And this right cylinder is the one that's flooding the most. So hopefully that has something to do with it. Besides that, I'll take out these other jets and show you the holes in them and clean them out, and then we'll do the top of it. Alright, so I got my carburetors all clamped in there, and I'm taking off the tops of the carbs, but like always, there's always a screw in each side that just won't come out. So this guy here is pretty stripped, but I have a trick to get him out. And this guy is really stripped, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get him out yet. So I sprayed some penetrant on it, some 3-in-1. That's just fantastic stuff right there. I can get it to... And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to bring out this end and wiggle it, and that'll break the seal on that screw. This one I'm going to see if I can do that with the whole top. This one, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I got those two screws off. Just wiggling the top of it worked great. So if there's the one left in there and all three else are taken out, just wiggle it, use that as a pivot point, and I'll kind of break the seal. And then also carbs always have a spring sitting behind that barrel, so be careful of that. This guy can come out, you don't have to worry about that. Same with this guy, so that's good. I'm going to pull one out here for you guys and we'll see what we see. There you go, nice. So now it looks nice and clean. The pin's nice and straight. You gotta be careful, you don't want to put that somewhere or you'll hurt it. There you go. And then there is the jet I was trying to get out from the other side. So I'll take this one out too. Make sure you put the right one back in the same carburetor because you don't want to mess that up, that's for sure. And there is the other one. Their carbs are now taken apart. There's your butterfly valves again, but it's all open inside of there because I took out the barrels. I took off the top and got those couple of screws that were stuck to come out. I took off the bottom. I didn't take off the floats because they're held in by a pin. I didn't want to smack it out. I got that main jet out, and I got the idler jet out. I'll show you that main jet there. That's the one that wasn't lined up. Alright, so it goes in that way. You see all those little tiny holes. If I can get to focus on there. There you go. You got all those little tiny holes in there. Those let all the gas and air, whatever it's supposed to do, they got to be extra clean. So remember how to put it back in. I also took out in this bucket here. This is your air fuel mixture screw. They go in on right on the top there. I'll flip it over to show you even. They're going right in there. But you got to be careful because there's a spring behind there. Spring behind the barrel, and there's a spring behind the air fuel mixture screw. So now these are the barrels. They're a little dirty. Back here is a little bit dirty. You can see I just can streak all that, just all that built up gunk over the years. That just takes a wash of gas to get out of it, so they obviously didn't clean it. But I'll do it, so it's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray out all the little holes in there. Make sure everything, it gets a little spray of carb cleaner. There's holes up there. The big hole you see is for a vacuum line, but I got that pinched off, those two black knobs, so I don't have to clean those out. The air fuel mixture screws I got to clean out. I got to clean out all the bottom. Where's the bottom here? There you go. I got to clean out that guy there. I got to clean out the jet holes. Just make sure there's no crap sitting in there. And then there's all those channels running through your carburetor. So I always just soak it. I always just soak it in gas overnight, and then come the next morning and use that compressor there to just blow out all the holes with high pressured air. Spray a little carb cleaner in there, spray it out, make it all spick and span inside, and then stick it all back together nice and tight, and then we'll stick it back on the bike with a charged battery again because it died, and we'll get it running. So I'll just show you my setup I got here. I got my little screwdrivers there, my penetrant. Here's the carb cleaner I just used, just from Canadian Tire, real simple, used it for a long time. I got a little mat set up. I got all my screws for my top, next to my top there. I got a little top of a spray paint can with the screws in there. I got all the parts I don't want to lose or don't want to knock around in there. Everything has to go. This is my left cylinder, this is my right cylinder, and it's right up to my bike so I know right and left. And I'm going to stick this guy in here. I'm going to fill him full of gas, and we'll fill both those full of gas, and it'll just clean itself. You see the gas will be nice and clear when it goes in, and in the morning it'll be all murky with a whole bunch of crap on the ground. Make sure you clean out those buckets quite a bit too. You don't want crap coming from the buckets into your jet. So the final project of taking those carbs apart, they're all sitting in gas here. You can see. I sprayed carb cleaner in all the little holes and shot them out a little bit. I'm going to do that after. That's where it's important doing it after. Got all the jets in there, all the idler pins, all the barrel. You got the barrel, the springs, all the screws and everything I cleaned off and stuck in there. May as well Yeah, nice and good. Got the bowls sitting in there and the heads after giving it a quick spray with some carb cleaner. And I think that'll get this bike going over here. There's the bike right now. Right, I just turned on the light here so we'll be able to see in the cylinder a bit. Look at that there. So you can see the valve, the intake valve there. I wonder if I even pushed it over. There we go. So you can see it open a little bit there. You have your exhaust valve on the other side opening with your cams doing all the timing for you. So that's what we'll look into later in the next couple videos, but right now we're going to see if we can get it started from cleaning the carburetor.